Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us across the entire globe. Welcome to another episode of The Doctors Are In here on the Psychic Talk Radio Network. This is Dax Carlisle. I'm a tarot advisor, numerologist, and life coach coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. And joining me as always, it's my fabulous co-host, certified life coach and spiritual teacher, Dr. Rose Wilkerson, live from Berkeley, California. Hey, Rose, it's another Friday.
Hey,
the weekend's
Dax.
here.
Woo-hoo! Hey, Dax. Hey, everybody. How's everything going?
Good. You know, getting into the Christmas spirit all week. I've been putting up decorations. I still have to do the tree. I'm going to do that Saturday because I got the show today. Yeah, tomorrow I'm off because Mary has her first Saturday of the month. There's a Rock for That show, and she's got special guest Janet Boyer on, so it's going to be really cool. I'll listen in to that while I'm, putting ornaments on the tree, I guess, or something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, for everybody listening out there,
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I just want to let everybody, I just want to finish the rest of the intro here. We got to let everybody know that we're a call-in show, and you can call in and chat with us. It's open lines all show long today. That's right. Yeah, don't hesitate. Don't wait till the end of the show because we're taking calls all show long. Give us a ring at 714-816-4628. Dr. Rose and I would love to chat with you. We could do some life coaching with you. I could pull some tarot cards. And it's open lines as well, so you can ask anything you want about anything we cover on these shows, which is pretty much everything. Life coaching, numerology, tarot, psychic development, emotional freedom technique, energy healing, energy psychology, neurolinguistics, hypnosis. Gosh, we have just pretty much everything covered. So if you have any questions, maybe you always had a burning question. Hey, how does that work in tarot? You can give us a call, or maybe you have a burning question. It is that time of the year, the holiday season, where, we got the COVID surges going on. Maybe you got some questions.
Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Yeah. Big stuff.
Oh, hey, I wanted to let everybody know we have a chat post for each show. On the day of that show, there'll be a chat post on our Psychic Talk Radio Facebook group, and you just go in the comments on that post and use it like a chat room. And we have a URL that'll take you right over there to the post for that day, and you can write it down because you can just like our phone number, it doesn't change. And all you do is open a new tab in your browser, type in psychictalk.net/chat, and it'll take you right to the chat post on our Facebook group. Scroll down, get into the comments. You can ask questions there as well, and you can comment on the show. And you can also ask for a mini reading or life coaching right from the chat post at psychictalk.net/chat. And also, today's show is sponsored by the Tarot Guild, the international organization for tarot lovers, students, and professional readers since 2004. We're in our 17th year. It's really exciting. On all these shows, when I read that part, Dr. Rose, I always think, oh, my God, soon I'm going to be going 20 years. Been doing this for 20 years.
Wow. That's fantastic, there.
Oh, my gosh. Getting close to that 20. It's really making me feel old now. Yeah, it's exciting, though. Exciting. And, of course, with it being this time of the year, we just had our fabulous Black Friday sale over Black Friday weekend into Cyber Monday. That's over now, folks. That's over. But it's okay. We still have the holiday sale. We launched the holiday sale for you. You can always come over to the Tarot Guild website and join for free, thetarotguild.com, tarotguild.com, if you're interested in tarot and numerology and related topics. And it's like a social media platform like Facebook. It has all the same features as the big social media websites, only it's all tarot all the time, and it's free to join. TheTarotGuild.com. You just go over there and click sign up at the top of the page there, and you can sign up with your Facebook account, your Twitter, your Google, or a email address and a password if you prefer. It's fantastic. It's only a year old, and of course, our old website was like a static website, and we had it for like 10 years, and it was on its last legs. So when we decided to do a new website, I said, you know what, we're going to do it big this time. We're going to go back to doing, because we originally had a Ning-based website that was a social media platform when we launched our first website in 2009. But we got away from that and moved kind of onto Facebook and created just a static page, basically, for the Tarot Guild. But I wanted to go back to that. A lot of people don't like Facebook anymore or won't go on Facebook, and there's all the negative stuff and the political stuff. And here we can just do tarot all the time. TheTarotGuild.com, and it's free to join. In fact, if you type in TheTarotGuild.com/sign up, it'll take you right to the sign up page. And you just, click your Facebook or Twitter, however you want to log in there and become a free member. But we do have the premium membership, which includes extra features. So you get these extra benefits, like we're going to send you a professional Tarot Guild membership certificate that you can hang on the wall and print out, and also a digital version you can use online showing that you're a member of a professionals organization. And the premium membership also allows you to do things like you can create groups on the website, just like how on Facebook you can create groups. And you can post articles and do all kinds of things like that as a premium member. And you also can make guest appearances on these radio shows. Plus, if you want, we'll do a video interview with you on Zoom or Skype or something like that, and record it and promote you as a reader and put it out there for you and everything. You also get your certified tarot reader certification included. So you don't have to pay the application fee for the first level of certification, the CTR. That's included in the membership. And so when you're ready, you can take the exam. It's a quick little quiz, and then we do a test reading, and boom, you get your CTR certification. And there's 3 higher levels. And as a premium member, you get a huge discount on that. It's normally $78 per level of certification, but it's only $47 for the premium members. And you get all of that for $67 right now. It's normally $78, the number of cards in the tarot deck, of course. But it's on sale for $67. And if you're brand new to tarot, of course, you can take my Tarot by the Numbers Tarot and Numerology course. Learn all about numerology and tarot. And it's also on sale, marked down from $78 to $67 right now for the holiday sale. And you can also book a reading with me for $67. I normally charge $97 for that. It includes your full custom numerology chart, numerology report. I do a whole report, give you all 9 numbers in your chart and explain it all and put it in a nice report and email it to you before your live reading with me. And you can pop on and we can do phone or Skype, or we can even, chat in a PM on Facebook or do a Facebook call. We can do video, we can do audio, we can do Skype, we can do Zoom. and it's marked down from $97. As I said, it's only $67 right now. Oh, by the way, membership renewals are just $39. I know people were asking me about that. So normally it's $78 for your first year. It's $67 right now with the holiday sale. So this is a great time to get started, get your certification and everything done, get all your certificates for 2021. Yeah. But when you renew next year, it's only $39 to renew. Yeah, it's not $78 again or $67. It's only $39 to renew. And the easiest way is just to go over to the website, thetarotguild.com. There in the middle of the main page, you're going to see the holiday sale. It's in red, and above it says, click here, holiday sale. Just click on that link. It'll take you right over, explains everything, and tells you how you can join as a member, get your CTR certification included, how you can enroll in the course, and book a reading with me right there on that page. And, by the way, everything's been marked down already for you. So you don't have to use any codes or anything like that. You can just go over to thetarotguild.com, click on Learn Tarot or Join the Guild, and it's already marked down for you over there. So it's thetarotguild.com. Come over and join us. And, if you don't want to get in on the holiday sale, hey, join the website for free, and you can, hang out and use the forums. And we've got live chat. We've got, instant messenger. We've got status updates, everything like you find on the big social media platforms, and that part is all free, thetarotguild.com. All righty. So let's see. I'm going to refresh real quickly here and see if there's anybody in the chat room asking any questions before we go to callers. Okay, check this out here. Charlotte's in there. Hi, Charlotte.
Hey,
no questions
Charlotte.
yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just tell folks that you can call in at 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, remember to press 1 on your dial pad so that we know you want to be live on air with us. That's right. So let's see. Any other housekeeping before we get to the callers? I know. I wanted to do the numerology of the day and the card of the day. I got the King of Wands for the card of the day. Wands is that fire energy, and so it's really indicating. I think, Rose, what it's indicating is a lot of people are ready to follow their passion now, and this is a good day to get things started with that because it's a master number date, 12/4/2020. If you add that up, you get 11, which is the master illuminator number. And 11, of course, reduces to 2. 1 + 1 is 2. So you have both those energies working today. 2 is relationships, partnerships, communication with other people, how you get along with other people. So that's going to be paramount today. And the master illuminator number, that's about, learning the higher concepts, learning how the universe works, learning things like tarot, numerology, or passing that on, maybe teaching a class. And, in fact, the day is the 4th. 4 is structure in numerology, right? So this is a great day to create those foundations, create the structures. Maybe you're going to enroll in a class. That's a structured environment to learn these things. Or maybe you're going to plan a class, and you know all about that, being a teacher, Dr. Rose. Doing your outline and getting everything ready to class in the near future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the kind of energy that's going on today with the numerology of the day and the card of the day. The King of Wands He's sitting on his throne, but he's kind of leaning forward. He's ready to move. He's at a moment's notice. He's ready to go, you know. And so that's what I was talking about, how, you know, it's about following your passions and being motivated and, you know, ready to go with these things. And this is the time to get ready. We're going to be actually doing a show soon on that. And when we get to the upcoming shows, Rose is going to tell you all about, we're going to be talking about how to make 2021 great. That's coming up on the schedule pretty soon, too. And so this is the time to get ready, right, Rose? You know, set the foundations now.
That's right. Now is the time.
How are you going to make 2021 better than 2020? We all need that. And many of us, you know, people have lost their jobs and, you know, all these negative things happening. But in every negative thing, there's the other side of the coin. There is possibility. There's a silver lining. Mm-hmm. You can remake yourself. You can do something completely different. You can finally go, okay, well, yeah, I lost that job, but now I can pursue my real passion. What I really want to do is this. Okay, well, this is the time to research this then. This is the time to learn how to do that. This is the time to go on Udemy and take courses on it. Right, Dr. Rose?
That's right. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
Awesome sauce. Alrighty. So that's the numerology and the tarot card of the day. Give us a call at 714-816-4628. We'd be happy to chat with you. Who's on the caller line there? You want to bring anybody on?
Sure. Let's see. The one that's been waiting the longest has the area code 801. Hello, 801. Let us know your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, my friends. This is Charlotte from Utah.
Utah. It's Charlotte Kornberg.
Yeah, the deep freeze of eastern Utah. Holy smokes!
Oh my goodness!
Cold here today.
What's the
cold
there now?
Single digits last night. So yeah.
Oh my! Oh, this is one of the reasons why I love living in California.
Yeah, and in Arizona too. Same reason. You know, I love the snow and everything. Nowadays, I kind of want to just watch it on TV, as it happens in other parts of the country.
Yes.
What? Yeah, but
Same
you've
here.
got the heat, though. Dr. Rose.
Yeah, but I got air conditioning for that.
That is
well.
true.
I
it
have
is hot. Yeah. Go ahead.
I have a furnace for the cold days, but yeah, I am with you, Dax. I'd rather be in a swimming pool than cooped up inside.
Right.
Yeah,
but I am grateful that
and
I have the ability to have heat. So there you go.
There you go.
Plus, it's a dry heat. You know, I used to live in Pennsylvania, and it would get up to, you know, it would get up to the, 97 degrees. It wouldn't necessarily be like 110 like we can get here, but the humidity was 80%. I mean, you were sweltering and dying, in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
At least it's a dry heat here, and you don't feel it as much as people think you do. I mean, most of the time you're in the AC in your car, the AC in your house, the AC at work, the AC in the businesses you're going into or what have you, and you're not even out there that much. And plus, you take advantage of the early mornings, the evenings, when the temperature goes down to 90, and it's like 10 o'clock at night and 90 degrees, and you climb in the pool.
Yeah, just keep rubbing
right.
it in, Dax. Rub it in.
When about a year, I think it was a year ago, I had visited Arizona. It's kind of like in the outer Phoenix area. I went for my aunt's 80th birthday or 85th, something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, you're absolutely right. You do not spend time outdoors at all. It's just from air conditioning to air conditioning. You'll feel a little bit of discomfort walking maybe from the car to the shop or whatnot, but it goes away immediately.
Well, you know, most people do that, but, you know, once you acclimate, I mean, there's a lot of hiking going on around here. People love to hike. And the other thing is you could drive up to the top of Mount Lemmon right here in Tucson. It's not far. It's under an hour.
Right.
And the temperature drops 20, 30 degrees. You know, like right now there's snow up there. You can go up and make snowballs if you want and then come back down into the nice, you know, 70-degree temperature.
You know, we did the same when we were in Las Vegas during the summer. When we went to, I think it was Mount Charles or something like that, or Charleston. We went up to the mountain. It was much cooler up there. So, yeah, I totally understand.
Oh, I'm glad you called in, Charlotte, because, you know, I don't know if a lot of our new listeners probably don't even know, but Charlotte Quarnberg here used to do our Wednesday shows. Her and I co-hosted a Wednesday show on the network.
And we had so much fun.
Oh, my gosh. So much fun. But I wanted to make a quick announcement because Charlotte is going to guest co-host on a Friday show coming up here. It's actually the 18th because Dr. Rose here, you know, it's that time of year where, you know, she's got to grade the papers and be in educational hell, you know, with teaching the classes and all.
Pretty much.
So
she's
got to take. Yeah, it was kind of last minute. You know, she had to take the 18th off. You know, and I was like, oh, should we just cancel the show, or who can I get to co-host with me? Well, I could ask one of our hosts on the network now, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, what about Charlotte? Would she want to come on?
And I said, yes. I raised my hand right away. Pick me.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. It's going to be so much fun.
It's going to be fun. As you call it,
yeah.
You know, you call into the shows, but it's been a while since you've been on a whole show. So we can play catch up with Charlotte, and we'll do open lines and readings. We'll take calls all show long on that show. And so it's the 18th, folks. Mark that on your calendar. Charlotte and I are going to be co-hosting together for the first time in a long, long time. And we'll miss Dr.
Yay.
Rose, but, you know, we'll be back, in January, right?
Yes, we definitely will.
Yeah, interestingly enough, Christmas falls on a Friday. New Year's Day falls on a Friday. So Dr. Rose and I, a long time ago, you know, like a couple months ago, decided, hey, let's just take those off. So we're going to take a nice big break there. It allows us to get ready for 2021. You know, hey, we're getting ready just like earlier with the card of the day, the numerology of the day. I was talking about everybody getting ready for 2021, making your plans now. You know, we need to do that too because, you know, we got big stuff coming up in January and February for everybody. So, yeah, we got to do that. So we need some time off too. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's
so
right.
How are the holidays shaping up for you?
Good. Just having the opportunity to spend time with some extended family and great. I mean, my life has taken this really beautiful turn. And in the last, you know, it probably started in last spring, and it's just, I don't know, it feels great to be alive. And there was a long time there where I couldn't say that. And
wow.
So the holidays are great, you know. I was thinking about even getting a little Christmas tree for the first time in many moons.
Oh, wow.
Just small, you know, just something, like counter, something to set on the counter, not, and maybe put up a few lights and stuff, and put a few packages under the tree for the dogs and cats. The sheep and goats, they don't, they just get their hay. Maybe buy them a bag of oats or something, but yeah, just
cool.
They're good. How about you guys? How are your preparations coming along?
I was doing decorations all week, and I'm tired. Let me tell you.
Wow, you should post a picture of your decorations unless you feel it's too intrusive, into your personal life. But I love seeing how people decorate their homes. And in fact, the little Christmas tree came from another border collie person, because that's what kind of dogs I have. But and that she just had a little teeny tree, and I think the lights she had on it were probably like a little battery pack operated set of lights, and it was perfect. And I went, I can do that. I can do that. That's perfect. It's but if you've been decorating for a week, Dax, I want to see a picture, even if you just send it to me in a private message. I got to see these decorations. Especially if you put lights outside. I love Christmas lights.
Oh, nice.
So, Dr. Rose, have you been able to get into the holiday stuff? Or
in my family, we start kind of late. Because it's funny, we have to get grades in the week of Christmas, so earlier that week, probably around that Tuesday. And so usually I'm struggling and grading and getting all that stuff done, getting all the final grades in by that time. So my mom and I actually started talking about decorating just yesterday. And we're deciding whether or not to get, the same big tree, or something smaller, maybe artificial, but have lights, So we're kind of having that discussion this weekend, so we can figure out what to do. We have tons of Christmas, stuff, decorations, junk in our basement.
I call ours junk.
We
We've
have
had it
lights
for so long.
that don't work. So we're going to have to figure out something. We're going to have to kind of pull some of that old stuff out. But there's some really nice things, too. I had bought my mother a train set many years ago because of the fact that she, her father, when she was a child, had a train set. I think he liked trains or something. And we would have the train go around the Christmas tree. Unfortunately, the train doesn't actually work, so we usually just do the tracks. It was like one of those old, what do you call it, Harry Potter toys or something that didn't quite work.
Oh, the Hogwarts Express.
Oh.
Right. We put it up just for decoration, and then we had bought some, they're kind of like these little houses that looks like your, Christmas town, almost like from Sweden or something like that. You have a little house, looks like it has snow on it, and you have little shops and things of that day. So sometimes we try to put those things out, just to give us some sense of Christmas. It's been a rough year for everybody, but thankfully most of the people that I know and I'm close to are doing well. It's been a lot that we've all had to go through. So having a little bit of Christmas cheer, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, is a good idea around this time. Just kind of cap the year off with some positive upliftness, the gift of giving. That's always a wonderful thing to do. Whether you give to somebody in particular, or maybe you give to charities, that's always something that happens, at the end of the year. People do it for taxes reasons, but, I sometimes will give to programs that help women and children in different countries, and, it's whatever you want to do. Sometimes just be in that kind of space of Christmas cheer is always a good thing. I look forward to that part of it. You know what I mean?
Well, and, there are a lot of people out there that, are like don't have two pennies to rub together kind of deal. But
right.
I saw a thing on, the kindness guy, David Hamilton, the kindness guru he's from Scotland. He's one of the Hay House authors. But
okay.
I think it was on his site, and he had a reverse Advent calendar. So, the calendars that we all get with the chocolate behind it, and the candy's all gone long before Christmas ever gets there. But the idea was to take a basket or a box or something, and each day you would put something into that box, and then you would donate that box of food to, your food pantry or, whatever organization, make sure that everybody has a chance to have a decent, food on the table, either for Christmas dinner or even just to eat. But I thought that's simple. That's something that, because seriously, like, how much does a can of corn cost? For, that could be one day. And, you could be as extravagant or as simple as you wanted to be. But I thought that is such a perfect thing. And just the act of kindness and how good it is for you, the hormones that it releases, the oxytocin that comes along with being kind. I just thought, wow, that is the perfect idea, and I'm gonna make an effort to get that done. So I have a few days to catch up on. I obviously didn't start it on the 1st, but but I agree with you, Dr. Rose, because this has been such a hard year. That, and I think that's why I'm going to get the tree too, is because you need to bring in a little brightness into your life, and
right.
This time of year you can do it with your Christmas lights, or buying a $4 bunch of flowers at the grocery store when you're shopping. Just something simple, that because I think we've all just been dragged down so far because so deep by the between the politics that have gone on, and then the COVID and the way it's ravaged the country, the entire planet, quite frankly.
I was going to say that it's not just here either.
And just and I think when you do that, I think it makes it a little easier to keep your mindset in the attitude of gratitude and being grateful for what we do have. It's been a hard year. There's been a lot, there's been a lot of loss, but we're still here, and we still have something to offer, and we need to be grateful for what we have. Even if you're just so low, be grateful that you have socks to put on, or that you have shoes to put on. I mean, just something simple like that.
We got hot and cold running water, folks, and a refrigerator to keep our food cold. Most of us, we don't count our blessings every day like we really should. Well, Charlotte, starting what you're going to start, and the Christmas tree and all those kind of things, when you come on, can report on all that. So that's going to be great.
That'll hold me accountable.
Good timing.
Perfect.
Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We'll see where you're at there. So mark your calendars. Yeah. Charlotte's going to be the guest co-host on Friday the 18th. Yeah, get ready. That's going to be crazy. Oh, by the way, Tarot does have a message for you.
Okay.
I pulled some cards here, and, I'm getting cards like, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the worry, the feeling like you're out in the cold, that kind of thing, that what you were just talking about, for everybody, but, specifically for you. And it seems like you're at a crossroads because the Two of Swords shows up. and it's like a decision you need to make to go down a path or another path. Either you're not ready to make the decision or unwilling to make the decision, but you're at a crossroads. That's the important thing. And if you can get past that, the Page of Cups shows up. So that's basic thing that is emotionally fulfilling for you in 2021. And then two more things. One is, so what's blocking you? I got the Devil card. That's about attachment. So I think, and especially with the card that comes after that, it makes perfect sense. So you're still attached to the way things have always been, the way you always have done things with your, not just your life, but, you know, like your business and all these things. And you got to get past that attachment, and then the Hanged Man shows up after that, which is thinking outside the box. You know, he's hung himself upside down on purpose to look at the world 180 degrees upside down from the way the rest of us look at it, to get new inspiration, new ideas, new ways of doing things. And that's what you should be focusing on these last few weeks of 2020, so you can decide. And, you know, Two of Swords, you can make that decision. I'm going for it in 2021, whatever that is. And that's the message that's coming through from the tarot for you today.
Wow, that's cool. And, you know, that actually ties in with one of your messages before, and a message that I got from somebody else as well, about actually three people. I've gotten the message. I got the message from three different people. These are not just random people. They're people that people that I follow regularly. But it was about journaling where I want to see my life. And like Dr. Rose, you know, you suggested, you know, for my lovely crystal business to, you know, just write down how great a business it is, and, you know. And
like
so
if it was, Oh, go ahead.
And here's the tarot telling me again, look at where you want to be. Get it straightened out, because unless you know where you want to go, how are you going to get there? Right?
And
well, you know, that sets things up. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I just wanted to throw in, that sets things up nicely, because I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Number one, you got to pick a crystal of the day for Friday the 18th and tell us all about that crystal.
Okay.
How about that? Gives us something to chat about on the show. And number two, start that journaling. Start writing down your dreams, start figuring this out, and then you got to report back on the 18th. You got 2 weeks. 2 weeks to do it. I'm putting a time limit on it.
I got a lot of things to report on the 18th. I'm like starting to sweat now. I'm starting to rethink my...
You've got your work.
Do I really want to come on the 18th or not now?
Dr. Rose, what have you gotten me into with your paper grading? I blame you.
Actually, you know, Dax and I decided to team up so we can make this happen. No, just kidding. No. You know, I was gonna. You know, the thing is too, because you're talking about. I think you're talking about your crystal business, right? And what you want for that in 2021. Here's a good suggestion, and this is something that I'm doing for the business that I want to do, is to identify a crystal that would represent your business.
Oh.
Something that would, you know, be inspiring for whatever you want your business to represent. Choose a crystal that would inspire you. Because I've done the same thing with my business. I'll tell you guys, I usually like to wait until I, you know, have things together. But I really want to go into the guided meditation business and having audios for people and things of that nature. And one of the things that I would call it more like a totem animal or insect that came up for me is the butterfly. Something that helps to transform people's lives. So,
right.
And I think about it, and I kind of give it the name butterfly, but I'm not saying that is what the name will be. But do the same with your business. What is the crystal, or even if it's a set of crystals, I wouldn't probably choose too many, but what is the crystal that your business would represent, something that would really inspire you, and that will help you to get in tune with the energy, of what you're trying to create.
And I can help Charlotte make a logo out of that crystal too, as well, for business.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
just got goosebumps from that, Dr. Rose. So I'm.
Oh, I like it.
And the other thing that I have been reminded of, like almost on a daily basis for at least the last week, is that, and I think it's for not just me, but for everybody, but that our angels are super close to us right now. Our spirit family and our angels, and they're all so close to us right now, waiting to be helped, and kind of nudging us along, and and so I think when you get chills like that, I think that's them. I think that's them whispering. Yeah, that's what she says is, it's true, is right, is is beneficial kind of deal. So cool.
Well, thanks for calling in, Charlotte. This was great.
Thanks, Charlotte. This is wonderful.
Taking my call. I am absolutely loved this little chat we've had. It's been, I just have loved it because I feel like we just have developed this cool friendship, and so it's like calling in and chatting with my friends. So,
I look forward to the 18th. We love you.
Love you too.
Bye, Charlotte.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, that was so great.
Yeah. We, there was a lot to talk about, especially with her coming on as a guest co-host, and so we went a little long with that call, but we were low on calls anyway. We have to make it through the whole show, but we've got more callers now, right, Rose? Who do you see on the switchboard? Who's been waiting the longest?
Okay, so I see that area code 215 has been waiting the longest. 215 area code, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Sue, and how are you guys doing today?
Great.
We're doing great.
Good. I'm glad that everybody's happy and safe at this time of our lives. I'm from Pennsylvania.
Oh, great. Welcome.
Well, thank you for welcoming. I was just wondering how my relationship is going. With the pandemic, everything is so upside down and depressing, and I don't know. I've been praying every day, and just hope everybody's safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Just pulling out the cards.
So while you're doing that, how was everybody's Thanksgiving anyway? Did you have the beautiful Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah, the quiet little Thanksgiving, of course. We've got to keep it
get together
small, with the gatherings and stuff like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you got to look at it this way. Next year will be better, and we'll be with all our loved ones,
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, Sue, let me ask you, the person you're in a relationship with and or yourself, are either of you or both of you an earth sign? Is there any Tauruses, Virgos, Capricorns?
No, he's a Sag and I'm an Aries.
Sag and Aries. Okay,
Aries.
I'm taking a look at this here. Yeah, because there's a lot of Pentacles coming up. Pentacles are the earth sign. That's why.
There's a Libra that he's friends with, and I'm just not happy with that relationship. I mean, they're friends, but I just feel like he's stepping boundaries that he shouldn't step into our relationship,
It's interesting because Libra's an air sign, which is swords and tarot, and I'm getting a lot of swords as well. In fact, I'm getting the 7 of Swords, which is manipulation, tactics, things going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of, that kind of thing. So that does show up here. But I'm getting the Page of Coins and the Queen of Coins, which I feel is representing you. Now, it doesn't have to be the earth signs, of course. I was just curious about that. And right between the two of you, this is really interesting. So you got the Ace of Cups, which is the beginning or the essence of a relationship, love, joy, inner beauty, that kind of thing. The Queen of Coins is to the left of the Ace of Cups, and she's looking away from the cup and down at her coin, at the pentacle, and it's the nurturing card. I always call it the mother card. Very capable, down to earth kind of person that has that nurturing energy. Now, on the right side is the person you're in the relationship with, and showing up as the Page of Coins. And the page is staring intently at the coin that he's holding there. And his focus is there, and the right away from the cups, the Ace of Cups. So both of you are in a situation where, so the romance is there in the middle. You're nurturing and everything, but you're looking off in this direction, and he's intently focused on something else, and he's looking off in this other direction. So that's kind of what's going on. Now, because it's the Ace of Cups there in the middle, the possibility is still there. You can rekindle the relationship. The 6 of Swords suggests that it's going to be maybe a little slow going, but making steady progress towards the shore on the other side, which is the goal, which is getting, back to the relationship. So moving away from rough waters to calmer seas, it looks really positive as things progress here. But you have to become aware of and figure this out, what's totally going on. Of course, I can only look into so much in 2 minutes on the radio. But what you want to do is, look at yourself and, what you've been doing. Look at the other person, what they've been doing, and noticing if, your attentions are in different directions, and, how do you turn that around and get back to the Ace of Cups in the middle there? How do you get back to that, and make some progress in the relationship? Yeah. And, that 7 of Swords, be aware of things maybe you're not totally aware of yet that are going on, but are kind of behind the scenes. And, take a look at that. Well, talking about that
Libra
as an example, that one friendship with that Libra guy, or woman, whichever it is, and just take a look at that, and that that's basically the message.
Do you think
what's
this
coming
Libra
through.
is trying to put a wedge between us? Like, it's his friend, and and I know he's got medical problems or whatever the case may be, but it's like always he's doing helping him and his family, but when it comes
right
to and to me, I don't know why you have to it's not a lie, but like, I got to go to my mom's house, but yet I got to stop at my friend's house too and see what he needs help with when there's need and help at home.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, what's really coming through for me on this is that, you could see it as a wedge. However, it's not like it's an intentional thing. what's going on is that it's an unintentional thing that is just occurring. It's a happenstance. And you're aware of it. You can bring your partner to that awareness as well, delicately. And, so, I don't think it's anything being done on purpose. It's just something that's happening. And maybe it needs to be addressed. Yeah.
Yeah, I have addressed it. And my fiance, he's got the biggest heart as gold. Like, he don't see, like, when people are,
right.
we own our own business cleaning. Like, this guy always complains his back hurts and stuff, and you got to go over there and help him cut his grass, his bushes, etc. But to me, I am like, why don't he come and help us do our offices too? It's like a tick for a tack. It's always do for his family and not ours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just putting a strain. Like, I'm really getting upset, I guess. And he gets mad when I say that.
Well, it's that's kind of a complicated situation, because I think on the one hand it sounds like that you don't want to lean too hard in terms of your your partner. And have you been able to talk with him about that, just about your feelings?
Yeah, I told him, how I felt. It's like for instance, today, like, we're doing the floor, but the guy called, needed help with his Christmas tree. You stop what you're doing to go over there to help him with his Christmas tree, and then you got to, like, say, well, I got to go to my mom's first, and on my way home I'll stop there. Like, he's not going over there to help, but he's on his way, so the house is in between us. It's just like all the time,
So it's kind of like he drops everything and goes and helps him. So that's what it sounds like. So can you talk to your partner about having a bit more boundaries with things like that, and just say, I would prefer it if you would schedule that? I mean, maybe he could go over there once a week, twice a week, or whatever, whatever it is that you guys, want to agree upon, and say, if you do it on this day or this date or whatnot, everything is not an emergency. So it's okay for him to ask you to help him, but I would rather you not just drop everything all at once and go over there. Can we set some boundaries about when it would be appropriate for him to go and do that? I think it sounds more like a boundary issue. You know what I mean? Like,
I tried that. I tried that. I said,
it didn't work.
During the week, you're busy doing this, that. Saturday will be our day. Saturday, we do things together. It happened for 2 weeks, and then we're back to square one again. And it's like I've made so many suggestions to the point where I just want to throw my hands up in the air, But I love him dearly, but I'm getting, like, really frustrated. Like, I'm wondering, what does this man, what kind of power does he have over you that you can be in the middle of doing something and stop that fast to go? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I wonder if the guy's gay. I really do, because it's like, and I have gay people in my family and stuff, but to me, I just think he's gay and he don't want to come out of the closet yet, and you don't even know how to tell my fiance he's gay, because he's married and got kids, It's just like so many crazy thoughts go through my mind.
Right. Well, okay, so that even gets to be even more complicated, because that almost, not exactly, but almost borderlines on the level of, like, betrayal or possibly something extra happening. Not to say that it is, but that's, sometimes it can evoke those feelings. All I can say at this point, because I don't really know the situation and I'm not really a relationships coach, is to, I think what you can do to help yourself not be as upset, just for you, so that you can, because sometimes we make decisions or we say things in anger and frustration and things of that nature, especially with the holidays coming up and all of that. So what I would do is just spend 10 minutes a day, kind of what we call centering yourself. So whatever time that is, if it's at the morning, it's great. It's the afternoon, evening, whatever, you can get 10 minutes by yourself. 5 minutes of just relaxing your body from head to toe. Just close your eyes, see if you can get into an environment where it's quiet, and then just go through, relaxing every muscle of your body, starting from your head down to your toes. You can even time it, on your phone. And then the other 5 is just listening to yourself breathing. Sometimes, your mind will trail off. It's okay. Just bring it gently back to what you're doing. And that will help you to center yourself a bit more. It sounds strange, but it actually does work. So after a while, and everybody's different in terms of what the timing will be, it may not upset you as much as it does. You know what I mean? So That's what I would do in terms of helping you to center and, hopefully at some point you guys can resolve this issue. But I would prefer that you be centered enough because, this sounds like a very important relationship, a loving relationship, and we don't want things to blow up in different ways.
Yeah, because,
that can
we've
happen.
been together 6 years, and it just, I would hate to say goodbye, but, I'm just to the end of my rope,
Right, and that's what I mean. Yeah. Well, whatever decision you decide to make, would be hopefully it's the best one for you or the both of you, but definitely make sure.
Yeah, you got to worry about yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, thanks for the call, Sue. We got to move on. We're almost at the end of the show here. But,
all right, thanks
for calling in. Good luck with that, of course, and happy holidays. Enjoy the rest of your weekend there. Before we take another call, Dr. Rose, in fact, we're going to, I should mention, we're going to stop live streaming. Something went wrong with the timer. It's normally set for longer, but it's only set for 60 minutes. So we're still going to be able to take our last calls, and everybody that's dialed into the show at 714-816-4628, you'll be able to hear the end of the show. And, of course, in archive, the replay, if you're listening in archive, you're going to hear this. Yeah, but I just wanted to mention those listening live. If you're listening live out there, we're going to stop live streaming in about 2 minutes, 40 seconds here. So, Rose, do you want to tell everybody what the upcoming shows are on the network?
Sure. So, everybody, all of our shows start at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow is the show There's a Rock for That with Mary Brown. And she has a special guest, Janet Boyer, who's going to be doing, the topic will be Crystal Healing with Tarot. And then they'll be talking about Rose Quartz, which is also another special guest, or the crystal guest, rather. And then on Monday is Pearl Harbor Day. And you'll have the Wisdom of the Soul show with Janice Fuchs. On Wednesday, we'll have the December series of episodes, 2020 Reflections. This is something that Catherine Hahn will be doing on the Compassionate Light Healing and Guidance show. And then next Friday, we are back with 21 ways to create a great year in 2021. And that'll be feature myself, Rose Wilkerson, as well as Dax Carlisle. And we'll also have open lines and coaching and tarot mini readings as well. And that's what's coming up this week.
Thanks, Rose. And I think I have the shows listed all the way into the middle of January. So you can go over to psychetalk.net/upcoming and see all the things coming up. We got some great shows.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. all through December, the end of the year, into January. We always talk about the energy of the year and your personal year numbers in the beginning of the year. We'll be doing that on this show in January. And let's see. Is there anything else? I think that's it, pretty much. Okay. So who's been waiting on the lines the longest, Rose?
Oh, yes. Let's see. Let me take a look here. So our next featured caller, here we go, is someone who's from the 708 area code, 708. Please let us know your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, my name is Barbara.
Hi,
and I'm
Barbara.
calling from
Welcome to the
Illinois.
show.
Well, thank you so
All
much.
right. So welcome, and do you have a question for us or a topic you want to discuss? What's on your mind?
Well, I was going to do numerology, but then I thought, well, he's so good with tarot. So I it's always
or we could do
spot on,
both.
So let's not improve on perfection here.
What's your burning
tarot
question
has.
there, Barb? Oh, you have to
I
have
know.
a burning question.
Okay, burning question. What do I have?
Everybody does.
Going forward, what does Spirit have to say to me going forward in career and everything?
Well, we can only pick one thing because we only got time to do one area to look at. But
Then do career.
Cool.
Okay. Let's look at that. Okay, so the central focus card is the Nine of Swords. Swords are thoughts and ideas, and it's a card of being up at night with nightmares and thinking about things too much and too many thoughts and ideas because you got 9 swords. Loss, suffering, things like that. I don't know if you've been worried about career or work or anything like that. Yeah, that's like the main focus here, the main focus. And the problem is, depending on the situation, like Rose, sometimes there'll be a lot of swords cards, or there'll be a lot of, let's say there's a lot of cup cards. So we're talking about emotions, and we'll say, okay, you got to get back to the thoughts, get back to the rational, and this is like the opposite situation. You got to get more in touch with your emotions and how you feel about things, basically. Okay, so you got the Nine of Swords talking about. That's the main focus. That's what you need to work on, and that's what's happening now. Is the desperation or the suffering or the nightmares or just a flood of thoughts. It could be a lot of different things that it's talking about. And I've got a lot of swords cards actually showing up here, like the Five of Swords, which is a card of defeat and loss. And the Page of Swords, which is a little bit more positive. This is somebody that's very decisive and has curiosity. It's a card, sometimes it indicates electronic communications. Somebody that's objective, has penetrating insight. The difference between all those other swords cards and the Page of Swords is he's got one sword. He's focused in on one idea and he's running with it. And that's kind of the message that's coming through here, is that things are too scattered. Progress unless you're telling the universe exactly what you want to happen. So you have to get away from, the 9 swords, all these thoughts and ideas, and focus in on one thing, which is kind of what we've been talking about all show long here, Dr. Rose. I mean, all the way back to Charlotte.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Yeah. Talking about this is the time to do it. This is the time to figure it out and get ready for 2021. Decide what you really want to do, what you're passionate about, and cling to that one sword, that one idea. And then the Ace of Cups shows up, and that showed up in one of the previous readings. The beginning or essence of love, joy, inner beauty, good health, art, poetry, peace, kindness, sensitivity. But with all the aces, it's talking about a new opportunity. And in this situation, because we have all these swords cards to the left, and then in the near future, there's that Ace of Cups, for 2021, again, it's what is emotionally satisfying to you. Not just,
I know what's emotionally satisfying to me. I've just had health issues where mobility is kind of an issue. So it kind of dampens.
Right, and I mentioned that, by the way. Do you remember when I was describing the Ace of Cups, I talked about that's one of the aspects of the Ace of Cups is good health. And so it's suggesting that might be something you need to focus on first, and make sure that you're
diet.
Because that's the foundation of everything. If you're not healthy, you can't do anything else. That's the foundation.
Right.
You want to get healthy, But anything that is involved with, like you mentioned, mobility. Well, anything that's involved with the situation, think outside the box. Start looking at, okay, I can't do this, or I'm, less mobile or not mobile enough to do that, but hey, I can do this. So you just have to start looking at things and think outside the box, not what you've always done for career or job, but, okay, what's going to be emotionally satisfying? What can I really sink my teeth into? What am I really passionate about doing? And in my present circumstances, physically, what can I do? And then that's how you figure out what that is. Then you start researching it. Okay, how do I do that then? So like for somebody that, for all of us that are, a lot of us are stuck at home, and the COVID spikes, and they're shutting things down again and everything like that, and people are freaking out about their brick and mortar businesses. It's like, go online, reinvent yourself. How can I consult online, or sit at my desk or sit at my table and do things for other people? What big problem can I solve for somebody else that therefore creates value that they're going to pay me for, and make sure that intersects with what's going to be emotionally satisfying, and think, the topics that you're passionate about and have knowledge of. And by the way, I should also throw out there, if you don't have the knowledge, that's okay. You go on Udemy, you spend $10, you take a couple of courses, everything you want to learn is available on YouTube, Udemy, and 1,000 other places on the internet, Right. But the first step is to figure out, what is that thing? What is the big problem that you're going to solve for other people and create value that you can then have an exchange of energy with that person, in other words, get paid, all right, and then go from there.
Yeah. See, I can tell you, mine is working with large animals, like 1,200-pound animals. And so in that case, you have to be pretty agile.
Sure.
Case they're an animal. You got to be able to move and get out of the way. And that's
right.
where what's kind of holding me back. Yeah.
Right. So that goes to what. Well, that goes to what I was talking about, Barbara. Then, reinventing that. I know.
Just
I'm
trying.
When I told Charlotte that she had a block, that the devil card came up, and she was attached to the way things have always been, and she needs to get past that and think outside the box. She had got the Hanged Man, for instance. It's the same kind of thing, where, okay, this is my passion, and when I think of my passion, this is what I'm doing in that career with the animals. This is how I'm functioning. But if you can't do that, okay, let's think outside the box. What else can you do that doesn't require you to be or in the way? Or, how do you do something, completely outside the box, completely different than what you're doing now? Maybe instead of actually working with the animals, you're running a group for people that are interested in that, and you have a lot of knowledge you can dispense to them. So you have a group going online where you talk with them and hold Zoom sessions and or Skype or what have you, and you get everybody together and you communicate on like a Facebook group or a website that you start, and you have regular scheduled Zoom sessions. People pop in there. You talk about the issues. You talk about, okay, this is how you do that. This is how you do this. And you're posting pictures of the animals. You're doing everything except actually being there with the animal, which is not what you want to do, but you got to look at your circumstances and go, okay, what can I do? How do I reinvent this? How do I do something completely? I'm not even thinking about this because I'm thinking of being, the jockey on the horse, or the person, that's the manager, or I'm taking care of the animals, or I'm doing this and I'm working with them every day. If you can't do that, what can you do, though? And I don't know what that is, because
I'm all about that. Yeah, I agree with you. When I was teaching my kids, and they couldn't get it, I'm like, okay, you can't do this, but what can you do? So I agree with you. It's kind of deja vu, because this is exactly the kind of lingo that I used to have with my own children, and talking to them. So it's kind of, it is a deja vu moment, truly.
Yeah, and even even if you're not
what
able
you want
to
do.
Oh, I was going to just say one little quick suggestion.
Yeah, go ahead, Rose.
Is that when you said that, I don't know, 1,200 pounds, I'm thinking like a horse or something like that. If you can't.
It is a horse. Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. So I was right. Even if you can't be right next to the animal in terms of working with the animal, it's like what Dax was saying. You can still be there with the person who's working with them, and you stand back and say, okay, so now this is what you want to do. You want to do this and that, and you observe them and see how they do things. If you want to do something more like in an in-person type of thing, socially distancing, being safe, obviously wearing masks, but you could stand back, and that person that you're training, they would be the person who would be the agile individual around the horse. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, just as long as I'm in close proximity. And in regards to your, scattered energy, I keep getting, I have an idea, okay, that I have not patented yet, all right? And I'm telling you, I get so many, I download it at night. And so that's why I think some of my energy could be a little scattered, because I do think about this other project, that I've thought about for years, and I won't bring it to market until it can be eco-friendly. That's the holdup.
Well, anything that keeps coming back like that, it's like the universe telling you that you're obviously passionate about that, So the problem is that in order for the universe to bring the people, places, and things in your path, for that to happen, is you have to focus on that one thing and nothing else until it's done, and then you could shift focus onto something else. But you got to tell the universe, okay, this is not on my back burner anymore. This is what I'm going to do. It's not eco-friendly. I'm going to find out how you make it eco-friendly. I'm going to talk to the eco-friendly people, and they're going to help me make it eco-friendly. And that's the thing. That's, the thinking outside the box, is you got the idea, run with the idea. And that's what the Page of Swords is doing in your reading. He's got the one idea, and he's running with that idea. And he's also researching it, because pages are about research. Okay, so that's where you are right now. You're in the research point where you have to start who can I contact that knows more about this? Who can I contact that knows more about making this work this way, that work that way? How can we, how can I fix my vision? And also ask, of course, for help from the angels, from the spirit guides, from your dreams. Program your dreams at night to give you information and write it down every morning. Yeah, do a download like you were talking about, and write all of that down, and you'll be surprised if you really focus in on this is it, this is the one thing, this is what I'm doing. You'll start getting a download of information on who to contact, what to do, what the answer is.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I was hoping in my astro travel that I would find out where this plant is that I need to go ahead and make my product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it will come to you.
I feel it's going to come across.
Or either that or just information coming from that way that tells you who to get in contact with that can find out for you or that knows already, and so that's what you have to work on,
And I'm totally
there's suppliers all over the world.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement with Dax on that because, divine, the angels and gods and goddesses and all those helpful beings that are, just within our reach, are definitely within our reach, know things that we don't know because we're very myopic, in terms of, okay, if I want to earn this amount of money, I need to do this or I need to be this or it has to happen this way. But the divine beings can see things that we can't see. And oftentimes they can be shortcuts. So, we're thinking, okay, I have 9 ladders of, 15 steps to take to get to my goal. And they're like, no, you only have one. And this is how you do it, So, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I'm total agreement with Dax on that one.
And I have a feeling.
So try that out.
Yeah.
I
think
was
the
just going to
universe.
say, we got to get going, Barb, because it's the end of the show. But I just wanted to say, go with that and start in that direction, and then call back in and let us know how things are going and the situation will change. We can pull new cards. Just call in and say, hey, this is Barb, the horse lady. Remember me? and we can look at it further from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
thank you. Like I said, you're always so spot on, and I really just feel that my communication with them and healing with them is just really paramount. It just really, that's what I'm here for. Now the other is extraneous, but I think that's what I'm here for.
Great.
Awesome.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Alrighty.
Thank you for coming to the show, talking with us. All right. Have a great week, Barbara. What happened?
Something going. I don't know. I was trying to mute Barbara. To mute Barbara, but I hit yours by mistake. She was already muted, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I think
there we go.
The switchboard. That's part of the problem.
we're at the end of the show. Yeah, future shows when you're back. Next week you'll be here. But especially in January, starting for 2021, it's like you should hit all the buttons. that way it won't get confused.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Awesome. Great show, though. It started out slow. We didn't have very many callers, but then they came in and took us all the way through the hour. So it was great. It was wonderful talking to Charlotte. And I'll be back here with you next week, and then Charlotte will be on, and then we'll be back together in, in January. I just wanted to try to bring that up. PsychicTalk.net/upcoming. I was wondering when our first show is in January here. There we go. We're on break on Happy New Year, Friday, January 1st. So our first show back is Friday, January 8th, and we're going to be doing New Year's readings and talking about the 2021 world year number of 5. And also your personal year numbers, because each of us individually have our own 9-year cycle that we're going through. And, of course, as always, we'll be taking your calls, open lines, life coaching, tarot mini readings, and numerology. Yeah, you can call in on that show, and we'll tell you what your personal year number is, what the outlook is for 2021, do some New Year's readings. It's going to be a lot of fun. But to get ready for 2021, be sure to tune in next Friday, the 11th, 21 ways to create a great year in 2021. We're going to give you some good stuff, and hope you all run with it. And, don't wait till January. Get going now.
Right.
Which has kind of been the theme
Let's
of the show today.
get started on that now, folks. I'm doing the same thing. Let's get started on it now.
Me too.
Yeah.
Awesome, Sauce. And your ideas for what you want to do in 2021 sounds really fun and exciting. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. It's one of the many things that I can do, but it's one that I'm going to have as a main focus. And then everything else I do will be branch out from there in some form or fashion. So Dax, I'm telling you, it's taken me a long time to get to this point.
I know. I know all about it.
But I'm glad I finally figured it out. How long have we been talking about this? So
a few years.
Yeah, a few years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. We can get your website going more on it and everything.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to
Well,
it.
everybody, enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to tune in for Mary's show tomorrow with Janet Boyer. That's going to be a great show. I didn't even know you could do crystal healing with tarot, so I'm tuning. She wrote a book on it. There's actually Janet's got a book. So
wow.
I'm going to tune in myself and find out about that. Alrighty. So until next week, everybody stay safe. And thanks to all our listeners and callers, and you, Rose, for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Dax, and thank you to our callers especially, and everybody else who's listening out there, to our replays and whatnot and supporting us. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Charlotte. Bye, Rose.
Bye, Dax. Bye, Charlotte.